And I'm going to smudge it a bit just to give it a better, more of a reflection look. Kind of doing a rush job here with the mouse, but you'll get the idea. I spent a little bit more time with this when I was doing it for the contest, but this gives you a general idea of how to create it anyway. I'm going to smudge a little bit more here just to give the cherry more of a smooth finish. I'm going to adjust the occupancy of this a little bit just so it doesn't look so bright. Yeah, it looks good. Here's what it looks like from the actual pixels. Okay, I'm going to add another layer here. Oops. And this is just going to be shadows. Well, what I'm going to do is select a black pen or brush tool. And I'm going to, I get the right size brush here. And you're basically just, anywhere you want to have a shadow, you're just going to draw it in black. And we're going to adjust this in a second to give an actual shadow look. Same thing, you click once, hold shift, and click again for any straight lines. Anywhere that you think should be a little bit darker. I'm just showing this. I already did it on the line and a lot of the statue, but I'm just adding a little bit more. I forgot that I had the video paused, but anyway. You adjust it. I'm going to do a little bit more smudging and stuff just so that it isn't so smooth. And I'm going to fix the cherry, but I don't like the way it's sitting on the cherry, so I'm going to smudge that a bit. Oh, you got to have your setting all the way, your occupancy all the way up when you're smudging, or it'll erase. Oh, I have all sample all layers selected there, so I'm going to unselect that. And then I'm going to just smudge the black a bit here, just so it looks more natural. At least I think this is what the bottom of the cherry looks like. I don't really remember, but it looks better to me anyway. I'm going to do the same thing with the shadows here, just so that they're not so straight. And I'm going to adjust my occupancy down so it's do about 30%. Yeah, 20. Yeah, 21 looks good. Just to add a bit of a shadow to it. Same as it did with the face. You can see any spots that are darker and lighter. It's the same thing. I'm going to show you how I make the drip now. So what you want to do is you want to get your selection tool and select the color the same as where you're going to be drawing, and you use a smaller brush. Sorry. Okay, I think the F5 was good. So now what you're going to do is press the F5 key to bring up your toolbox and your shape dynamics. So I got it set to pen pressure because I usually use my Wacom. I'm going to change it to fade just so that it has almost looks like a little sperm, the circle at the end but a tail. I guess that's not really a good analogy of it, but anyway. And you're going to just draw, I got my brush set to overlay here. I'm going to make the new layer. I'm going to call this drips. And then you just basically draw what you think it would look like with drips. And you'll notice that what happens with your brush when you change your shape dynamics is it thins out as you draw. I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to click once, hold shift and scroll down, and then click again. You notice how my brush changed size, and I'm going to do it again in the opposite direction so it looks like it gets thin in the middle. I'm going to just get my dodge tool and lighten certain spots. You can see I already did one on the face of the lion. And basically, once you do one, you're going to go around and do it to them all. Anywhere that you think you might see a drip. So I'm just going to do the same thing with the shift key with the dodge tool and lighten up that half, and then I'm going to burn the other side a little bit. Just to give it a nice round and highlighted effect. I'm going to get my smudge tool too, just to smudge in the colour a little bit. Just so I can dodge it a little bit more. And I'm just going to smudge this in a little bit just so the chocolate blends together. It's just a rough overview of what I did to create the other picture. Not going into extreme detail, but everything I'm telling you is exactly what I did to do it. Just a lot more time is involved. There's a drip that I did earlier before when I had the video paused. I'm going to bring up my line that I finished just to show you after you add your drips what it'll look like. I gotta open it here. Finish PSD. And there's one that I did with the strawberry. And you can see I have the shadows and different spots around that really makes a difference. I added a little bit of shadows behind the drips and some different highlights. And that's pretty much it. There you have it. Turning something into chocolate. I'd love to see different things you guys use this effect on. Thanks for watching.